find myself getting increasingly aggravated as well, though, that why is the federal government funding 90% of this? If conservatives are going to turn around and say, this is a states' rights issue, well, then why were you taking 90% of the money? That leads me to believe that either A, they don't have the money, or B, they're really comfortable taking the money when it suits them and then arguing for states' rights when it suits them. And that's a huge problem.
Well, it's through Medicaid.
Cursing, censorship, terror warnings, well, they make up the frightening mix in tonight's edition of the Island of Misfit Stories. Jedediah, scare us first.
Yes, I will. A Middleborough police chief has suggested a $20 fine for swearing. So if you're out in the street and you use some foul language, which I am sometimes prone to do, you get a $20 in public spaces. It's offensive. They call it some form of air pollution, shall we say. No. And this is a law that already exists, that it's been on the books, it's been rarely used, but they want to enforce it. Now, what's interesting about this to me is that when you polled people and when you went out and asked people, what do you think about this? People said, oh, $20, that's not high enough. It should be more like $100.
Oh, really?
These people need to take a trip to Brooklyn or be in my grandma's house. If they want to hear some air pollution, I guarantee you what's going on outside.
And isn't Middleborough
that
in Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Well, they swear up a storm there?
People's Republic of Massachusetts, yeah.
The right to free speech shall not be infringed, but it is, I guess.
I guess so.
If there's such a thing, wouldn't this be infringement?
And what's interesting also is there was a news segment that went with this, and all of the news anchors were like, yeah, this is terrible. You need to teach people not to talk like that in public. Everyone was just sort of, whoa.
Wow, that's
sometimes cursing is kind of appropriate, I'll be honest with you.
That's right.
I saw some stuff today.
100%.
I probably should have been cursing. Anyway.